Mm, mm, That's very interesting. No. No. This is so boring. I can't do that. I can't do this, man. I gotta talk to myself. I can't. I'm going insane right now. I can't do this, bro. Oh, man. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Just keep staring at the wall. Has it been 30 minutes, bro? This is. Well, I guess I'm not doing anything, so I could just talk to myself, I guess. It's a very beautiful wall. Yeah, it's the it's the best wall I've ever seen. It's very wally, very wally. Reminds me of the movie Wally. That cute little robot. Oh, so cute and cubicle and Wally. Oh man, that robot. Oh man, that movie was so good. And that other, his lover Eve. What a beautiful romantic relationship they had, or friendship, or whatever they had. So beautiful. Why can't humans be like that? Why can't we just, you know, look for love and just try to make it work, instead of running around all these other people, all these other people that we don't really care about. We just like them for their body, or we like them for the stuff they can give to us, or I guess we use them as a rebound from another relationship. We can't just like somebody for who they are, or try to build a relationship with them because, since love at first sight isn't a real thing, you gotta build it, it doesn't just happen overnight. Nobody wants to build. I don't either, but I just need to, at least I know that about myself. I just need to figure out how to not be like that. I just want to, I don't know. Maybe I don't even deserve a relationship like that. 'Cause I'm pretty mean to people a lot of times, and I don't think happiness and something like that is really something that people that are mean to other people deserve. Because that's like, although I don't know, I can't say what people deserve. I'm not God. I'm just a man, boy, dude, guy, trying to figure out where I am in this world, trying to figure out what I want to do. And you know what? Sometimes I'm not even doing that because I'm so lazy so much of the time. I just lay in my bed on my phone a lot, just scrolling on Instagram Reels or just watching YouTube videos and just wasting time and giving myself information thinking I'm learning something, and I'm like, oh man, yes, I'm so smart for understanding what these people are saying and understanding these educational videos, and all I'm really doing is just wasting time from going to do what I really need to do. I can't even make sacrifices correctly. Or I don't like to make sacrifices. Go and hang out with my friends. Knowing I need to go do something important like go to work or go do anything else that's not with them, since I'm always with them, or I used to always be with them. It's like I don't need to see them every day of the week. I love them, but I don't need to be around them all the time. Go do life things, I don't know. And now with this revelation that I'm kind of a scummy person without turning to God is kind of just, I don't know, man. It's kind of warping my perception of how I see the world. Because, without him, I would just kind of think, I'm the judge of how other people act, how I think things should be, even though I would never say this to anybody or to myself even. Ultimately, without somebody believing that there's no like objective authority telling me this is the way you're supposed to live, I'm kind of just like, hey man, as long as I'm not hurting anybody else and other people aren't hurting anybody else, do whatever you want, man. And it's like, something about that way of thinking just doesn't seem right. It just, since us as humans are flawed, and I'm part of that human race, so I'm flawed, that means anything we try to create or anything we think about is going to be flawed. A flawed being can't make something flawless. You just can't do that. Which is why there's always, the human race will never stop progressing, because we are flawed and we don't understand everything, and we will never understand everything because we're only human. Just, computers break down all the time. People get married, get divorced, create broken families. And there are people that have put together nuclear families and everything seems great. And even then, I know they're not perfect. None of us are. And that's kind of a beautiful thing to think about. Nobody's perfect, because we're not God. We're just little humans trying to, I don't know, figure out what we're doing. It's another thing to think about as I'm growing up. Nobody really knows what they're doing. There's a lot of people that make it seem like they know what they're doing, and you know what? Maybe they think they know what they're doing, but no one really knows what they're doing. Only thing you can really know for certain is that you die. That's it. Even then, we can't even be 100% certain about what happens after you die. Yeah, I have faith that after I die, I'm either with God or I'm not with God. I don't even know if that means going to heaven or hell. I don't know. I always just assumed growing up that does mean going to heaven or hell, but I mean, how am I supposed to, I haven't gotten to that part of the scriptures yet. Yeah, this is what people have told me. People in my church that I grew up with tell me that you go to heaven or hell. But as I'm learning what people tell me as I'm growing up, since none of us are perfect, that doesn't mean what they're saying is 100% factual. Shoot, I don't know. I gotta go read it for myself. I gotta go figure it out. I'm pretty sure it is true. I don't see why people that haven't led me astray yet would lead me astray now. But again, nobody's perfect, so I don't know. Just well, in the meantime, while I try to figure out life and trying to do what I can to follow what God has set out for me, whatever that is. I guess in the meantime, I'll just, have fun. Continue playing my video games. Shoot. Waiting for that, what game was coming out soon? Spider-Man 2 for the PS5. Shoot, bro. Shoot. That game's gonna be fire. Am I even supposed to talk while I'm staring at a wall? Because, it defeats the purpose, kinda. Because I'm just supposed to stare at the wall and just let my mind wander. But if I keep talking, you know what? I'm gonna stop talking. I'm ruining my staring menacingly at this wall. He's just staring menacingly. I mean, I guess there's nothing wrong with talking while I'm staring at a wall. I mean, it's impossible for me to not think, unless I'm asleep. And even then, my subconscious is thinking of big things, dreams. I got big dreams. I really don't have big dreams. I just sleep and I don't know, occasionally I fall off a cliff in my dreams and I wake up. Or it'd be about some personal stuff, like, I don't know, somebody I like, who I didn't think that I liked before, or what's gonna happen when I die, which is a little existential, but these are thoughts I have. I don't know if everybody has these thoughts. Maybe I'm just weird. And I'm so freaking tired right now. My eyes are struggling to stay open right now. Bro, I'm so tired. Or maybe I'm just tired of staring at the wall and I'm not actually tired. I don't know. I'm just happy that I'm alive. I'm pretty young. I have a lot of life ahead of me. And as much as I would love to just go to heaven right now, which I'm pretty sure I don't even think I'd make it there right now, but man, life is just tiring, man. And the crazy thing is, it's not even that bad for me. People like 500 years ago in the 1500s, I already know they had it way worse than I do now. I got so much comfortable stuff right now. I got I got a phone. Um, I have a bed. Um, both my parents are alive. The life expectancy for most people has risen a lot from in the past. Potentially live until like mid 70s and 80s. If I may, man, things are really looking good. 90s. Who knows? I got a lot of life ahead of me. That is, if I don't die in a car accident like today or tomorrow or at any point. I could die at any point. I could die right now. Something could just fly from the sky and just, or fall from the sky and just smack me in the head and kill me right now. But I have faith that that's not gonna happen. I don't think I'll die right now. Um, if I did die though, I don't know, man. It's just crazy. If I were to die, actually at any point, if I were to die, 100 years pass, nobody's really gonna care that I'm not there anymore. And that goes for everybody that's alive right now. Everybody that's alive right now, 200 years from now, nobody's gonna care once you're gone. People will remember who you were, yeah, but they're not inherently gonna care. That's not a bad thing. Nobody knew who you were. Us humans have a very hard time, like, forming emotional attachments to things that we just haven't. It doesn't affect us, you know. That's why strangers are like, we're more willing to. How we treat strangers is more likely how we actually are as people, because especially like if you don't know the stranger, you don't have like a mutual connection with the stranger, or homeless people. Look at homeless people. How you treat them. I'm not saying how you treat them is exactly the type of person you are, but that's more, I guess, I think more in line internally with what your character is. Like, that's your real character right there, how you treat them. Because you have no reason to be nice to homeless people. They're homeless. Like, if you don't know them and, like, you just assume, like, they put themselves here. I guess, I don't know. I don't want to help them because they should go get a job or whatever your reasoning is for however you treat homeless people. You know, that's however you treat them is most likely how you actually are. Because treating people you know and you care about well isn't hard. Like, it's not hard to love somebody that loves you back or they treat you good too. That's easy. Mutually beneficial relationships is like treating them good. It's like, okay, well, duh, like duh, like your parents. They brought you into this world and they raised you. Duh, you're gonna treat them good. They're your parents. If you don't, you just went beneath like the standard bar right there for being, I guess, nice. But that's the other side of the iceberg. But it's just interesting. Everybody thinks, well, okay, not everybody, but a lot of people in the world think they're such good people, and in reality, once everything is said and done, at the end of the day, what do you really care about? What do you really care about? Because I'm not gonna lie to myself. Majority of the people on this planet, I don't care about, and not like I'm not gonna try to help somebody if I see someone in need, not like that, but like I don't have room in my heart to care for every single person on the planet. I just can't do that. I care for my mom, and my brother, my close friends, some people I'm close to in the church, some of my homies from school. You know, not I could like I'm pretty sure the amount of people that I genuinely care about, where I die for them, it's probably like 15, 20. There's more people I care about, but I'd be willing to die for them. I don't know, man. Too many people to care about. I just can't do that. And anyone that claims they care about every single person on the planet, you know what? I'm not gonna sit up here and say that they're lying, but I highly doubt that because 8 billion people, like you don't even know everybody. I know less than 0.001% of the people. Wait, hold on. 8 billion, 80 million is 1%. 8 million is 0.1%. Yeah. Like 0.00001% of the population of this world I know. Probably even less than that is aware of my existence, you know? And again, this isn't a bad thing. This is just the world we live in. There's so many people, man. So many people. And a lot of those people are just, like, I guess, morally bankrupt. A lot of us are. I'm pretty sure actually every single one of us are. Even people that appear to be very altruistic, it's like, they're very good. They have their motivations, you know, even if it seems like they get nothing in return. A lot of times people do it just to make themselves feel good. Like, oh, I did this good deed. I'm a good person. They don't do it because it's the right thing to do, only because of that. There is always some sort of benefit to helping somebody. And you know what? I'm not afraid to admit that. I don't think I've ever helped anybody where it doesn't benefit me in some way, shape, or form. Of course, I help my close friends because I like them. They're my close friends. And we do a lot of fun stuff together. And if I help them, I know in the future maybe they'd help me out too. If I knew for a fact they'd never help me, I wouldn't help them. Even happened with one of my friends that I know. I was hesitant to help them because I knew for a fact if I helped them, they're most likely never going to return the favor. So I was less likely to help them. There was a few times I did, but I don't know why I did that. Maybe because I didn't want to feel like a bad person. I don't want to feel like, oh man, if I just leave this guy, you know, if I don't help him out and I help out my other friends, you know, it's like, dang, it's kind of messed up. But uh, it's got to have been an hour by now. This is. Why did I do this? Why did I do this, bro? Oh wait, I know. I know why I did this. Fix my attention span. Yeah, my generation's attention span is trash. I mean, I don't want to fully blame TikTok, and I don't know, man. Our attention spans have always been kind of whack. It's got even worse now that social media is so big in the world. Like, I don't know anybody my age that does not have some sort of social media. And I don't know. Like, I know a few people that don't use it, but they're either fasting from it or they just never used it. And those people that never use it, those are the ones that we consider the oddballs, because it's like, oh, you don't have Instagram? Oh, you don't have Snap? Oh, you don't have TikTok? You don't have Be Real? Like, precisely why I got rid of it. I didn't even get rid of all my socials. I only got rid of Snap, TikTok, and I had a Be Real for a second, but all of those were completely useless to me because I hate TikTok. I don't like it. There's a reason it got banned from a lot of college campuses. Um, so don't get me wrong, some of the content on there is great, but those short form type of videos is like it's destroying your attention span. Cannot pay attention to anything for more than 30 seconds without any type of stimulation. Snapchat, I don't know. I think I just wanted to. I don't know why. I mean, I wasn't really. All I used it for was for streaks, to keep streaks with people, and streaks are so pointless. They're literally so pointless. All you have to like, I don't. I guess it helps you in some way, shape, or form keep in contact with somebody, but like, I don't need streaks to do that. I can do it in so many other ways. I could literally just send them memes every day. That is personal, maybe not, but for me, Snap was pointless. I didn't see a point in it anymore. And then there's Be Real. I mean, that's so, I don't even need to talk about Be Real. That one's so. I don't even care about that one. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a weirdo. I know I am a weirdo. I know I'm a weirdo. And you know what? I'm fine with that. You know, I'm not like a lot of people. Or maybe I am like a lot of people. Maybe a lot of people are weirdos too. But if everybody's a weirdo, is anybody truly a weirdo? Like, maybe being weird, maybe all of us being weird makes us normal because normal is what everybody else you can't have normal just by yourself. Like if I was the only person alive on this planet right now, nothing I do is neither normal or weird because there's nothing to compare it to or nobody to compare my behavior to. Like if there's 10 people in a group and everybody, I don't know, likes the Barbie movie but hates Oppenheimer, but I'm the opposite and I love Oppenheimer but hate Barbie. Now I'm the weird one because comparing myself to those other 9 people or 10 or whatever, those people in that group, I'm the weird one compared to them. But if I was with them and I liked Barbie and hated Oppenheimer, now I'm normal. I'm like them. But if it's just me and I like and I either side, it doesn't matter. There's nobody to compare it to. Normal and weird is just literally just how close are you to the general, like the bigger picture of society? Are you more conforming to them? Or are you more of like you just kind of do your own thing and do whatever? And even some people that are weird and claim to be weird, like I just did, um, it's like a lot of times they act weird just to be a deviant from the rest of society or a group of people. Like some people may agree with the beliefs and thoughts and actions of people that are normal, but simply because they just want to be different, they choose to do the opposite. Some people, what is it, a contrarian? I think that's what they're called, contrarians, where they're like, just because majority of people like this thing, I'm just gonna go ahead and like this other thing. You may not even genuinely like it. You may like what most people like more than what you're claiming to like. That's different from everybody else. But just because you want to be different, you do that, and it's like, I don't really know if that's not really being yourself because your actions are still being dictated in some way by what other people like. Very few people take action or think certain things outside the influence of other people because us humans are social creatures. You like me staring at this wall is making me go crazy right now. I'm just talking to myself right now. I'm just talking to myself. Look at me. I'm recording myself right now staring at a wall. Just, I don't even know why. Like, I'd upload it to YouTube and people will stare at me staring at this wall and probably nobody will hear this part of me talking. And I'm talking like I'm not even in my own body right now. What am I even saying right now? Bro, staring at this wall make me go crazy, bro. Oh my gosh. How much longer is there left of this? My brain is rotting right now. Or maybe it's not rotting. Maybe I'm getting closer to who I am as a person. I don't know. All I know is staring at this wall is so boring. And I'm making myself do this. What else am I grateful for? I'm grateful for well, obviously food, water, shelter. Grateful that I'm grateful that nobody that I'm very close to has died yet. I haven't had to experience somebody that like an extreme loss or a loss from somebody that I'm really close to. I've had family members pass away, but I was never close to them. Like grandfather and grandmother passed away within a year of each other. And it's not that I don't care about my grandma and grandpa, but like I didn't grow up with them. I didn't really know them, especially since they lived across the country. Like, my grandma was always quiet. I think the most conversation I ever held with her was, "Hi, grandma," and then her saying, "Oh, you're getting so big. You're grown now, getting so big." And I'm like, stop. And that was it. And then my grandpa was weird. He shaved my head bald one time. In middle school. I went to school the next day, completely bald. Had a bunch of people rubbing my head. That was weird. He was. I will say one thing about my grandpa. He was very unapologetically himself. From what I saw, he did not care. He did not care what other people thought. I think he's one of the few people I know that genuinely just does not care what other people think, or like he does what he wants. He doesn't do things to fit in or be different. He just does what he wants. If it happens to be what most people do, cool. If it doesn't, cool. He is who he is, And I like that about him. Even though I only really hung out with him and knew him for like 1 week. But that week was nice. I enjoyed that 1 week with my grandpa. Never really got that with my grandma, but it's too late now because she's not here. I only have one grandparent left who I should hit up more often. I don't really ever call or text her, which I feel bad for her sometimes, but it never really pushes me to call her because inherently I don't care to call her, but I should. She's my last grandparent. And when she's going, it's not a bad thing to not have any grandparents, I think, but still, I don't know. I'm not at the age where I have to deal with my older relatives passing away yet. They're getting older, but they're not near the age where they start dying off. That will happen one day, though. When I'm the one getting older, and then I have kids of my own, that one day they're going to look at me and die. They're going to look at me and see me getting older, and then one day I'll die, and then it just continues on. Hopefully I have kids. I want kids one day. I want to pass on my genes. I want to show love to another human being. Now, could I adopt? Yeah. But I'm in no position to adopt right now. Shoot. Not even because I don't have everything figured out. Nobody has everything figured out. No parent, like I just said earlier, nobody's perfect. No parent knows everything, but I don't think I'm equipped enough to handle being a parent right now. I ain't got money like that. I could not financially support them, and my mom couldn't either. My dad couldn't either. Or maybe my dad could, but he's doing his own thing. Even so, it's my responsibility because it'd be my kid. And I don't adopt because, I don't know. I don't think I'm not in the stage of my life to be worrying about that. Now, yeah. Plus, I want to have, whoever I have kids with, I want to be married to them. Makes things so much easier from what I see. Kids have both their parents in their lives, and they see that their parents love each other. So that gives them a good example of what they should look for whenever they get older and one day they get in a relationship or get married. Without that, it all starts from home. If you see good things coming from your home, you're more likely to be good when you get older and produce good things. If you see bad things from your home, you're more likely to do bad things and have bad thoughts. It's just what it is, man. Broken people come from broken homes. And I want to break that cycle of brokenness. I don't want to I don't want to keep perpetuating that or whatever the word is. I don't want to keep pushing that. I want my future family to be one where they look at us and they're like, that's what I want. That is exactly who I want to be. Trey Bethune. I don't want anybody to be like me, but I want somebody to look at me and be like, they did it. Even if we have our own issues and we'll never be perfect, that's what I want. I want to be that example, One day. It'll happen. I just have to stick to the plan. Whatever plan that is. I don't know what the plan is. I'm really just going with the flow right now. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm hoping what I want to do in school works out. Getting my data science degree. But who knows? I don't know what's going to happen. Shoot. Nah, let me not say that. I don't know. How long has it been? Oh, I'm almost done. Yes! Wow, talking to myself actually really passed the time. I did not realize it's been that long. If I just stared at this wall, without saying anything, I would have been dying. And then there's that one girl that I liked for a while. I don't know why I messed everything up with that. Although, even if I didn't mess things up, I feel like it still wouldn't have worked. Both of us have a lot of maturity too. Especially me. I don't think I'm where I should be at 21 years old. I mean, I know there's not like a textbook guide book for how you're supposed to live or where you're supposed to be at in life at different ages. I mean, there's like a general thing, once you're 18, you should be done with high school. I don't know, going to college or starting up your own business or whatever you want to do. Starting to figure out where you want to go in life because now you have the option that now you're an adult now legally. There's 25. Should be done with college at that point. Now you're really entering adulthood to where it's like you're an adult. 18-year-olds are legally adults, but most adults don't see 18-year-olds as adults. I mean, 18 is still the age, like 18. You're still technically a teenager, even though the law, I don't know, the law is weird. Like, 18 to 21 is a weird age. Well, not 21, but like 18 to 20. Because it's like even 21 sometimes, because people look at you and legally you're an adult and they can't tell you what to do, but no one sees you as an adult, and it's like you're technically the age of majority where you're an adult, but at the same time you're still a minor in that you can't drink and you can't rent a car for yourself unless it's super expensive, and you can't, there's a bunch of things you can't, there's still a few things you can't do, but most of the things you can do. So it's like you're an adult but not really, and it's like, what? What are we doing? And then 17, the age of consent, at least in Texas, it's like it's 17. So it's like now you can consent to having, doing whatever you want with whoever you want, in that way. But it's like you're not really an adult yet. So I'm old enough to decide what to do with my body in that way, but I'm not old enough to go rent an apartment for myself. I'm not old enough to go ahead and drink alcohol or buy alcohol. I'm not old enough, which I understand there's reasonings for those things being in place, but it's like, who made these decisions? Who decided this is the age? Yep, 17 is where you can do this. Yep, 8 to 18, yep, you can, yep, like what? And then at 18 you can go die for your country in the military, but you can't go buy like some Corona? What? Who made these rules? Honestly, whoever made this. I mean, it doesn't matter to me anymore because, I'm 21 years old, I'm better than every 18-year-old. It's still stupid. But this goes back to humans being flawed. So anything we make is going to be flawed inherently. So, I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense to, try to improve these things and ask about what can we do to fix this, or what can we do to make it better, or what's wrong with it. But like, I think it's not smart to ask or wonder why it's not perfect, because it's not perfect because humans made these laws and we're not perfect. So these laws are going to have flaws. I'm not saying all of our laws, not all of our laws are stupid, but some of them are just like, what crack were you taking when you made this law? Like that abortion one. In fact, I'm not even going to touch, abortion is so, bro, I don't know, man. I'm not a woman, so I'll never have a kid. I mean, I'll never birth a kid from my body. But I feel like abortion should at least be on the table somewhat. Like, for certain situations. Like, if a woman gets raped, like, or, like, what if she doesn't want, like, she literally got forced against her will into having this baby. And you're just going to be like, no, you have to keep the baby. What if she doesn't want to? What if having this kid is a constant reminder of the person who assaulted her, or the person who did that to her, and she just has to live with it because it's illegal to get in? I mean, like, it's going to be a person, but it's not a person yet. Or, I don't know. Issues like this is more of a heart. I think the majority of these issues we have is less to do with, I think it's less to do with, like, what happens after you do it. Like, abortion. I think it has less to do with you getting the abortion or not, and more to do with the why of you getting the abortion. What's the intention behind getting the abortion? And it's not even abortion, it's just a lot of things in life. Like, if you kill somebody, there's different factors to determine whether that was, like, that murder was a thing, excusable thing to do or not. Like, I feel like if you murder in self-defense, like, this person was going to kill you, and no matter what you said to them, they were not listening, and if you did not put them down first, they were going to kill you. I feel like that's an excusable reason to, to kill that person, because they were going to kill you. And these are things very obvious, but it's like, I guess in our society, a lot of people are so far removed from situations like this ever happening to us, we don't think about it. Like, I feel like I've never been assaulted or, like, on the verge of being stabbed or having to deal with any other issue that may be morally hard to deal with. But I think about these things and what I would realistically actually do. And I try not to sugarcoat what I would do. I try not to be like, yeah, I would do what the right thing is. Because, like, sometimes you don't even know what the right thing to do is. This is why I'm trying to go back to God, because he sees things in black and white from what I see. I think that's the way I understand him to be as of this moment. But the world has made things more gray. It's like you want to be good, but you want to be bad. You want to be bad, but you want to be good. And it's like wanting to have your cake and eat it too. Either you want to do the good thing, or you want to do the bad thing. But they try to make it gray to where it's like you do the good thing. I mean, you do the bad thing for a good reason, or you do a good thing for a bad reason. And now it's like, well, what are we doing here, people? What are we doing here? Are we like, what's happening? You know, I don't understand. And people, I feel like we make things more complicated for no reason. Well, not no reason, but I mean, we make things more complicated than they need to be. And I don't. This is why I can't. I don't want to. I'm not gonna kill myself, but you know, if I was to leave this world right now, you know, I mean, I was gonna say I wouldn't complain, but I can't complain because I'm dead. But I'm just tired of this world, man. I don't know how people that are freaking. I don't know how people that are like 60s and 70s are still kicking. They have some secret sauce I don't know about, bro. They got some of that good juice. I need to find out what that good juice is. So when I'm their age, I'm like, or maybe internally, they're having these same thoughts I am, and they just don't verbalize it as much. Because they realize the world doesn't care about their opinion. Which it doesn't.